The poet Oscar Wilde said that the conversation about the weather is the last theme that can be discussed by people without imagination. While writer Bill Bryson said that the most special character of the new conversation is also the weather. In other situations, the weather is used to fill awkward silence or divert conversations from topics that are not liked. Sometimes, this is a good reason to grumble because it can create closeness. Weather can also be used to measure a person's mood. Rainy weather is often equated with a sad mood, and sunny weather is often equated with a cheerful mood.
So guys, I'm so excited because this is my first video on my YouTube channel. And I want to introduce myself first. My name is Ardelianda Augesla. You can call me Lianda. I'm from English Department student 2018, University of Lambung Mangkurat. Because it's raining, and I think it's a good time for us to talk about the weather and seasons in Indonesia. I ever read a search that 94% of respondents who were British admitted that they had talked about the weather for the last 6 hours, while 38% admitted that they had talked about the weather for the last an hour. So, because of that, I was curious and I had interviewed my friend's friend, who is not my friend. She lives in England, to talk about the weather and seasons, especially in Indonesia. Her name is Ruzina Akhter. I call her Ruzina. She was born at Bangladesh. She is 21 years old. She is second year nursing student in one of university in England. Wow. And she really likes reading fictional books and write fictional works, and she also enjoys swimming. She is a really kind person. So, here we are.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, the first question is, what do you know about the difference between weather and season in general?
Well, I know the difference between the weather and the season is that the weather is, it's every day, it changes regularly. You could get sunny in the morning and then it could be raining in the afternoon, and the weather is to do with the temperature and how cold or hot it is, whereas the season is to do with, it's a bulk of time, so it's a few months at a time. And it's a gathering of a few seasons, a few of the weathers together.
And then, do you ever have a trip to Indonesia? If is it yes, on what seasons? And if is it no, on what seasons do you want to visit Indonesia?
I would like to go to Indonesia in the dry season, because it rains a lot in the UK, so I'd rather go to somewhere where it's warmer and where it's drier, because I don't really like the rain a lot.
Wow, I hope you can visit Indonesia as soon as possible. And Ruzina, what do you think about the weather and season in Indonesia?
From what I've heard, the weather and the seasons in it, I think there's only 2 seasons in Indonesia. There's the monsoon and the dry season.
Okay. According to your opinion, what is the difference between the weather and season in Indonesia and in your own country?
So as I've already said, the UK has a lot more colder, rainier days, whereas in Indonesia it's more hot and humid, and I think that would be the biggest difference.
Yes, I see. And then, if you have to choose one, do you want to go to Indonesia in rainy season or dry season? Why?
I would definitely go to Indonesia in the dry season. I don't like the rain. I would rather prefer it to be sunny and warm.
If you go to Indonesia, what is the more relaxing seasons in Indonesia that support your activities?
The relaxing seasons would definitely be the drier one, because I feel like if I'm able to go out and explore in the dry season, I'd be happier than being at home because it's raining.
Because you want to go here in dry season, do you think dry season here is hotter than in your country?
Yes, the dry season is definitely hotter in Indonesia than it is here, because here our average temperature is like 20 degrees when it's really hot, whereas in Indonesia that's a normal.
All right. Okay, Ruzina, after we talk so many things about weather and season in Indonesia, do you want to live here with season and weather like this?
If I had to live in Indonesia in a season, it would definitely be the dry season, and it would be when it's warm. But I don't like the humidness, so it'd be a time where it's hot, but it's not humid.
And the last question is, have you ever heard of others' opinion about weather and seasons in Indonesia?
My friend who lives in Indonesia usually complains about the hotness, and she complains about the humidness a lot, which is, it's hard for me to understand because I'm always used to the coldness. I don't really, for me it's like if it's hot and humid, it's good. So that's the kind of opinions I've heard.
According to the interview, the weather is part of seasons. In England, they have 4 seasons that run one after the other. It cannot be 2 seasons at once, while weather can change day by day and has many different categories. Seems like we have a rainy seasons or rainy weather, and then we have a sunny day after that. Then, other differences between the weather and season here and in England are Indonesia has more humid weather than in England, and the temperature in England is lower than in Indonesia. Most definitely, their average of United Kingdom doesn't go above 15 degrees. Then, in Indonesia, always goes above 20 degrees. Although Ruzina has not visited Indonesia yet, but Indonesia is one of her top places to visit later. Since the weather in England is always dark and rainy, Ruzina hopes to visit Indonesia in dry season because she feels like if she visited Indonesia in dry season, she will be explore more and enjoy more the tourism culture and all the destination in Indonesia in dry season, and she can also enjoy all of her activities here. She likes the heat in Indonesia even though the temperature is hotter than in England. Whereas rainy seasons will be difficult thing for Ruzina to travel and explore Indonesia, because if it rains during the holiday, it will be uncomfortable thing for Ruzina. But in fact, rainy season itself has many benefits and rest for ourselves. We can enjoy the day by drinking hot water while talking and chatting with our loved